Okay, we're going to do a test flight here with, I have a new computer I'm putting this on. Hopefully it works a little bit better. So we're going to do a quick test flight from Chicago to Milwaukee. So let's see what we got here. Do IFR, load this baby. General Mitchell, boom. Okay, find the route. So nice quick little easy flight here. Some of the junk here if I can. Here. Okay, it looks pretty good. We're going right into this one. Analog showing 10, so 13 miles. No, 10 miles out. Okay, sounds good. Hopefully this baby's a lot faster as far as loading up and everything. It seems to be. I've tested it out a little bit. I still do have some memory crash problems at times. I don't know why. Not sure why that's still happening, but when it runs beautifully on here. So, and the graphics are really excellent. So, let's see here. So we gotta set the course. It's heading 009. Flight director on. Auto throttle on. 225 as usual. And I'm trying something, I've been playing around with it. It seems to work pretty good. I was reading up a little bit more on the instruction. Set the nav to GPS because that's what we're going to be doing on the way there. You got to put VOR lock local on there. Eyes are on there. For some reason that's what initiates the GPS on this particular plane. But it is probably the easiest jet to fly that there is. It's just amazing how easy it is, this plane, and how well it works. And this, I'm going to take the chatter off today, so don't want any chatter on there. And this one is ILS frequency 110.3. It's just so easy to use the controls. 10.3, correct. Switch that over. So that's all set. ILS is. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty well set on this thing. Outside. Started out from the front, but okay, so we're ready to take off here from O'Hare to Milwaukee. I don't know why. Smooth takeoff. for a second. So anyways, getting back to what I'm doing a little bit differently, I'm doing a little bit differently on the landings. Where I kind of came up with my own formula for landings. I was coming in at a speed of 165 with 10 on the flaps here, which would be equivalent of, if you had an Airbus, maybe the first flap. Because there's only 4 settings on Airbus. First, maybe second flap setting on the flaps. It's a pretty low setting in 165, but I was just using the auto brakes and reverse thrust and the spoilers, and it brought it to a stop real nice. But in reading up on it, because I was thinking this, when I've seen demonstrations in either real planes or the full-blown simulators, most of the time they're coming in quite a bit slower. And it looks like the recommended speed for this is like 140 at flaps at 30 on this particular plane, which is second from the highest level of flaps. So I've been playing around with that, and it seems to work pretty good, and it brings the plane in really, really nice and at a little bit slower speed, and it's just, control is just superb on it. So this is such an easy plane to fly anyway. So let me just go back here. So anyways, we're going to do a couple quick things here. I always like to preset my auto brake so I don't forget that. Bring up my GPS. Following right on our GPS track here. Looks good. I'm going to go to, I like to use the virtual cockpit a lot too. Especially with the upgraded graphics in this, it looks a lot better, and you can see pretty much, what you're doing here. Another good thing about the 737 is it really gives you a lot of great visual info right here. I mean, right here you get the GPS, you get the GPS over here as far as distance. You got your course showing right here. Everything's showing here, your speed lock and your altitude lock. I mean, it's just such a nice plane as far as giving you all the information and easily accessible and everything, that it's just amazing. So when we get to about, let's see, 10 miles out or so, well, no, it'll be more than that, about 15, 16 from the waypoint. When I get to this GPS reading, it's down to about 16. I'll be back. I'm going to pause it right here because it's just a matter of flying there at this point. So, see you then. Okay, we're starting to get our ILS signal. So what I'm going to do here, switch over. I'm going to reduce my speed down a little bit here to like 180. Signal cut out on me. I don't know what happened. Anyways, let's see here. So let's oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Get our speed down and a little bit of flaps. 16, 13 miles. So when we hit about 10 miles here, we're going to switch over to the ILS. Bit more here, about 160. Add some more flaps up to about 10. Okay, we're going to switch over to ILS at this point. speed's going to be about 160. We're below our glide slope, which is good. We should be. We'll probably intercept that around 9 or 10 miles out. Milwaukee is a little bit higher elevation than Chicago, a couple hundred feet maybe. It's around 800, and Chicago is like 600 to 700. So we're a little bit farther below the glide slope than if we were going the other way at the same altitude. So it'll take us a little bit longer to intercept it, but that's fine. It's still worked out real well. So when we get to where we're going to be, let's see here. Still kind of need this thing to tell me exactly how far out I am on some of this. So 16 miles out. We get to about 12 or so, I'm going to reduce speed down to 140 and add maybe 11, something like that. Add full flaps, or close to full flaps, 30. Need a setting on it. See all the scenery. Pretty good on this. Get some seatbelts, people. I'm going to go ahead and start dropping it. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce this down to 140 and add my flaps accordingly to 30, as you can see here. I'm going to get a little bit of a buzzer for a minute. So hopefully, let's go to this view and then we won't have it. See, I've got flaps almost fully extended here. Wish the buzzer would cut out. Should be about done. Here. Intercepted our glide slope. We're going to hit approach. She's going to take over. And we're just going to go ahead and lower our gear. So we're starting to get lined up here. Down. See the runway. Looks like everything's lining up good. See down here, our heading indicator These line up nice. This is getting dropped down. We're still a little bit below the glide slope, but we're dropping, so at the right rate, I assume. That should level up pretty quick. We're getting 2 and 2 on the lights. That's good. Outside view. Everything's working pretty good here. Almost down here. We're ready to shut off the auto throttle arm, hit the spoilers and the reverse thrust. Auto brake's already engaged. So coming in at a speed of 140, I mean, it really, you don't need to add much reverse thrust there. It's amazing, and it just comes right to a stop. It's truly amazing. Track the flaps. Okay, so let's go up here. Boom. Let's shut off this baby so we don't have to listen to it. And do a quick replay or two. Do it from the inside. Looking good. Stopped before that's actually a runway, but I mean, like the first taxiway or runway. It's pretty amazing how quick it comes to a stop with this. It's great. Let's see, let's try one more here. Let's see if we can get it from the top. Okay. See if the tower. I don't know what kind of tower view they have, if it stays good or not, but it stays unobstructed. looking good, coming in. Some reverse thrust there. Really good. Okay. Excellent. Alrighty. Just go here real quick. I just want to. Right. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. And. Alright. So that'll just taxi off the runway here. Right up there, great. Shut the engines down. Oops, don't there. The jetway. The jetway connect there. Unload the passengers, get some fuel, and get ready to take off again. So that's pretty much it. Sorry. There wasn't too much other than the kind of the new landing procedures, which seem to work out really well. Brings you down at a little bit slower speed, which is nice. You know, it's just that much more controllable. And I found that with the Airbus 321-2, if you do it on their number 3 setting for the flaps, it's about the equivalent and the same speed. They're such a similar plane in both size, their speed ratings, everything, that it just seems like they're almost an identical plane, just a different manufacturer, really. But so anyways, that's about it for that. And let's get the opening here. Open. And that pretty much does it for this. So it was a pretty basic, easy flight. You can do this anywhere where, you know, you can go in on a pretty low setting as far as altitude. We'll take a quick look at my flight analysis here. I always like to do. See, we got right into the feathers. Perfect. Perfect. Came down just right. Looks good. Okay. So that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.